The Cowardly Dinosaur, written by Robert Munsch, illustrated by Emma Quinn, Brandon Alyssa, Christian Leah, Aaron Addison, Marcus Landon, Tiana Samantha, Xavier Silas, and Sandy.
Jeffrey was going for a walk. His mother made him some lunch, and Jeffrey walked out the front door and down the road. He was looking for some animals.
On the road, he saw an ant and a grasshopper, but Jeffrey wanted to see large animals, so he came to the woods.
Everybody knows that large animals live in woods, so Jeffrey went into the woods. He saw a deer which ran away very fast, and then he came to a cave. Jeffrey knew that many large animals live in caves, so he threw a stone in the cave. Something said, definitely, it was a large animal.
Jeffrey walked into a cave. That cave was very dark, and Jeffrey could not see anything. Then suddenly he saw two large eyes, big like teacups. Jeffrey figured that anything with such big eyes must be really big, so he turned around and ran, but he bumped into a huge leg and fell down.
Then a big bucket of water fell on his head. "Stop that!" yelled Jeffrey. Something said, "You hurt my leg. I'm crying."
Jeffrey figured that an animal with tails like water buckets must be very large. So Jeffrey looked carefully and saw a dinosaur standing there. It was a huge Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Jeffrey said, "Dinosaurs are big and dangerous and eat everything. Why are you crying?" "I'm cowardly," said the dinosaur. "This is crazy," said Jeffrey. "Your tears are big as bathtubs. I'm getting all wet. You're too big to be cowardly."
Jeffrey sat down and thought for a long time. Then he said, "Dinosaur, how would you like to have everybody think you are a brave and fearless?" "Oh, I would like that," said the dinosaur. "Well, dinosaur," said Jeffrey, "you follow me, and don't say anything unless I tell you to." So the dinosaur followed Jeffrey down the road.
A big truck came and stopped. A large man got out and whispered to Jeffrey, "Pardon me, kid, but is that a dinosaur behind you?" "Yes," said Jeffrey. "It is a large and fierce dinosaur, and if I were you, I would be very frightened." "Say something, dinosaur." "Roar!" roared the dinosaur. The large truck driver jumped into the air, ran around in a circle 3 times, and ran down the road. He even forgot his truck.
Jeffrey and the dinosaur kept walking. Soon a motorcycle gang came down the road. Their leader stopped his motorcycle and said to Jeffrey, "Pardon me, kid, but is that a dinosaur behind you?" "Yes," said Jeffrey. "It is a large and fierce dinosaur, and if I were you, I would be very frightened." "Say something, dinosaur." "Roar!" roared the dinosaur. The motorcycle gang jumped up into the air and ran around in a circle 3 times and ran down the road. They even forgot their bikes. Meh.
Soon they saw 3 police cars coming down the road. The police got out and one said to Jeffrey, "Pardon me, kid, but is that a dinosaur behind you?" "Yes," said Jeffrey. "It is a large and fierce dinosaur, and if I were you, I would be very frightened." "Say something, dinosaur." "Rah!" roared the dinosaur. The 3 police threw their guns up into the air and ran around 3 times and ran down the road. They even forgot their cars. Jeffrey and the dinosaur kept walking.
Soon they saw 100 soldiers marching down the road. The first soldier stopped and said, "Pardon me, kid, is that a dinosaur behind you?" "Yes," said Jeffrey. "It is a large and fierce dinosaur, and if I were you, I would be very frightened." "Say something, dinosaur." "Roar!" roared the dinosaur. The 100 soldiers threw their guns up into the air and ran around in a circle 3 times and ran down the road and even forgot their guns.
Jeffrey is walking. The dinosaur kept walking. Soon they came to Jeffrey's house. Jeffrey knocked, and his father opened the door. Now, before Jeffrey could even say the dinosaur was friendly, his father jumped up in the air, ran around the room, and in a circle 3 times, and slammed the door and hid in the cellar.
Jeffrey knocked on the cellar window. His father yelled, "Get the dinosaur out of my yard." "But Daddy," said Jeffrey, "it is a friendly dinosaur." "Oh," said his father, "it is too big to keep inside." "Don't worry," said Jeffrey, "it can stay in the garage." And that is what happened. So if you are ever by a garage and you want to know if it is Jeffrey's garage, all you have to say is, "Say something, dinosaur." If it isn't Jeffrey's garage, everything will be quiet. But if it is, you will hear roar. The